ahead,
If
Jennifer.
there's nothing incriminating in the file, sir, why not acting as a...
As we all know and saw, this was despicable by the president. While the press is rather mute on the subject,
he's calling female reporters piggy and stupid and dumb and insubordinate.
I don't understand how these people let that. I don't mean no harm. If he would have said, shut up, piggy to me, I'd have been like, you fat yourself, you stinking bastard. You wouldn't be able to talk to me like that. Who you calling piggy, you fat? Horse you walked in on. I mean, like, how are y'all not losing your like that? He called a woman piggy. If Obama did that, Biden did that, they
lose their mind. Look, I think
they would have dragged Obama out to the yard and executed him right there with some of the stuff that he does.
comedian Leslie Jones is anything but.
What's happening to our country is being poisoned, and your schools and your children are suffering greatly because they're going into the classrooms, they're taking the seats, and they don't even speak English. It's crazy. And we have our people that aren't going into a classroom. We have students that were there last year. They're not allowed into the school this year. They're not allowed. It's crazy.
Pure, unadulterated racism from the President of the United States of America.
How are we repeating the worst part of history?
Yeah.
Can you imagine Ronald Reagan saying that he's a Nazi?
No.
Can you imagine?
Or saying bad things about immigrants. Ronald Reagan is the last president of either party to do amnesty.
I'm just trying to figure out, like, because I feel like people, there's a group of people that's like, yeah, the government needs to be changed, and Trump knows how to handle business. And I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, when he first said he was gonna run for president, I was like, oh, well, I mean, he's a good businessman. You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about that movie where they got the regular guy. I forgot what the name of that movie.
Dave, I love that movie.
Well, I feel like you shouldn't be able to be a politician or a judge if you have that type of, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand Republicans. I remember being in this church. It was a Republican church. And I remember this dude coming up to me because I had made a face at something that the pastor had said. And I was like, why would he say this in the pulpit? You're not supposed to say stuff like that. Like, the way that they use Jesus, I was like, Jesus would never talk to none of y'all. It's like crazy. And this guy came up to me and he was like, maybe you just don't understand what Republicans are. We earn our money and we feel like we should be able to keep our money. We shouldn't have to take care of anyone else. Everyone should be able to take care of themselves. He is saying this inside of a church. So I just remember saying, is Jesus a Republican? I was like, this is bad. This is really bad. Like, it's scary. We are repeating the worst part of history. We should have flying cars right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We should have breathable air. We should have all kinds of stuff going on. And it's scary how behind we are.
Not bad, but go further. Let me hear critiques on capitalism and billionaires, etc.
I can tell you that my beautiful wife, Isabel, would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school would convert to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
The disgusting misogyny from the right.
You know, it's so interesting because I lived in Manhattan for a while and I loved this city. I'm going to come at this from a female voter because a high percentage of his voters were female. I think there's a tendency, especially when you live in a city like Manhattan, where, again, you are so career-driven and you almost look to the government as a form of replacement for certain things.
And just how much they hate women when someone like this owes everything she has to feminism is truly a sight to behold.
I feel like it's repeating. You know, when you don't learn your lesson, the lesson comes back again. So we didn't solve this the first time. Racism is a big thing. You know, we haven't solved that. We haven't solved misogynistic stuff. Like some of the stuff I hear men say, I said, do you not ever want to have sex with a woman again? Because who is listening to you and still being with you?
Do you think that if someone is with you and you have a daughter, do you want someone to talk to her like that?
Girl, when I did Ghostbusters, I could not believe some of the stuff, because it's very stupid for a man to tell us, oh, women can't be Ghostbusters, and then have your daughter's picture on your profile. So if your daughter came up to you and said, I want to be a Ghostbuster, you would tell her to her face that she couldn't be a Ghostbuster because she's a girl? My dad never said that stuff to me. My dad was like, you can be whatever you want as long as you work hard and learn how to do what it is you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you because you're a woman or because you're black, you can't do it. He would tell me that every day. I don't understand parents that don't tell their children that. I don't understand that. And how are you raising your daughter? How are you raising your daughter? You raising your
Or your son.
Especially when people use religion. So it's very obvious that you don't want us to make our own money because you want us to be trapped at home. Because he thinks women are stupid enough to go, oh, I'm going to just be trapped at home and have babies. What's wrong with you? The men that are like, oh, well, if you were a good girl and just stayed home, did your mama stay home? Because my mama didn't stay home. My mama had 2 jobs.
But then what makes women go along with that?
Girl, I don't know many women that do, but I do know women that, and this is my thing, there are women that go for that. Go for them. Go get them.
Yeah.
But you don't want them, you want us. You know why?
Right.
Because we're valuable. You know, I can make my own money. I can think.
And we threaten that way.
Oh my God, we threaten it like because you can't control someone who has critical thinking.
Jones is absolutely right on all fronts. In the comedy scene,
does a trans person existing affect you in any way?
When they're shoving it down our throats, yes, it does.
How are they shoving it down your throats?
Trans Day of Visibility, for example, on a high holy day.
That would just happen to be on March 30th. It's that day every single year. It wasn't specifically because it was Easter. That's just the day it always is.
I stand by what I said.
And Donald Trump was saying a Christian. He wants to have a Christian Visibility Day. Would you like that?
Sure.
Christian Visibility Day. Do you think there should be like a national holiday just for Christians?
Why not?
It's got to be a welcome change for the country?
Absolutely.
What would be a good day for that?
Never really thought about that.
Maybe like December 25th?
while the good liars check many in the streets of America.
That's why I'm not understanding. People know what Trump is. Why are y'all not calling that out? Like, and then too, the people that are jumping on the bandwagon, we're gonna remember you.
Yeah, like we can see you.
And listen, this has really affected even comedy. Like, there's a lot of clubs I don't do anymore because they have MAGA bookers now. And it's like, let me explain something to y'all. That is not gonna last. And we, and the people that perform it, we're gonna remember you. Because when it changed back and you're calling us, I'm not coming to your club.
Leslie Jones gives the tea on Joe Rogan, Tony Hinchcliffe, and the effect of Donald Trump plus MAGA politics in their respective industry. Hey, I appreciate you watching. Now, if you can, please do become a channel member by going to youtube.com/TYT Sports and clicking the join button. If that's too much for you, you can just go to tyt.com/join to become a member. It helps all of us out here at the Young Turks and keeps our network afloat. In addition, you could follow me on my socials on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate the love. Have a great day.